Hey, I wanted to go ahead and follow up with the whole i2G scam, getting your money back update. Today is the 18th of July, 2014. As of right now, um, yesterday I was lied to by the main person who's running the scam here in San Jose, California. Her name is Suzanne, with a Z. Anne, so Suzanne, Kwan, and that's Kwong, and she's the main person running this i2G scam here in San Jose, California. And her and her brother, initially her brother lied to me yesterday, or to meet with me a couple of days ago, which was yesterday when we met, and they were just lying. They saying that they wanted to get their money back. That's what her brother said, and then what ended up happening is we met at a restaurant where we initially signed up some people, and they were BSing people about their company, and I confronted her with all the facts, and this is, I think, the third time that I confronted her. It might be the third or fourth time, and she was just defiant and angry, and somebody that would learn that she's been signing up people for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, and these are supposedly her friends, her family members, and her business associates, and she finds out that it's a fraud. Any ethical person would be concerned about that. She wasn't concerned one bit, and as a matter of fact, she didn't act surprised at all at anything that I was telling her. She was simply defiant and angry, and they wanted to intimidate and talk me into taking down the videos and stop telling people the facts about how i2G is a scam. And that's all that she was interested in, and she was very angry with me, um, in not doing that, and she wasn't concerned at all because I was telling her these things and the facts to back up what I had said, and she wasn't surprised by anything because she already knew it. I wasn't telling her anything that she didn't already know. So that just goes to show you that how involved people are, and how the recruiters, the main people who are in these areas in the United States, in these different areas, how they are fully aware about Infinity 2 Global being an absolute fraud, and they're not concerned whatsoever because they're most likely just getting a straight cash payment for their involvement in this fraud. And they're doing everything that they can to convince people that i2G is a legitimate company, even though there is no such thing as Infinity 2 Global as far as a corporate entity is concerned, or any sort of business. They don't have any kind of business license. They don't have any sort of business documentation in any state or local area, county or city or anything in any place in the United States. It's a complete sham. And as of today, again, the 18th of July, Infinity 2 Global is still an inactive assumed name. So this was discontinued on the 16th of June of this year. So here we are, a month and 2 days later, and it's still inactive. This is what shows up on people's credit cards. So there's a merchant account going around with this name as the doing business as name, but it's discontinued, so that when you try to file a dispute with your credit card company, even though you will get your money back, and hopefully all those disputes would start to equate into an investigation of bank fraud towards their merchant account, this name is no longer active, making it hard to trace and knowing who to sue to get your money back if you're beyond the 30-day refund that you get with the back office from the i2g.com or back office, virtual back office website, and you log in and do a support ticket. But don't just do it from there, and you also need to be contacting your credit card company or your debit card company through your bank, and start an investigation and a dispute of the charge, because you receive no products for what it is that they charge you for, and that includes the monthly fees. So even though if you're beyond the 30 days, start with the monthly fee charges and get those reversed and disputed first, and see what you can do once the investigation turns up for the initial membership fee as well. Now, the other thing is that the actual company name, which they're using, Finance Ventures LLC, um, a thing about these two, Suzanne and her brother, lying to me to get me to go meet with them, is that I just confronted her about her theft of tens of thousands of dollars from people that she knows, and how she's being used to recruit people that trust her, basically on her word that i2G is a legitimate business opportunity, and it isn't, and she knows it, and she's still going out and giving fraudulent inducement for people to go ahead and sign up with i2G, which is the liability where people can sue her personally for their financial loss, for her involvement in that, for the people that she signed up. And that also stands for the people that that recruited you. So you know their name, their address, and you could file a police report against them for fraudulent inducement, and file a small go to a small claims court and file a motion against them for the financial losses. That's one way of going about it, which you should pursue, because that option is open on one level. Then on the bigger level as well, you have Finance Ventures, which I showed you in my last video had a status of bad. Well, what's going on is that these people are talking to me, and as I confront them with the truth, they're cooperating with the people who are conducting the fraud, and they're just simply feeding them the information that I give them. So now the status of this company is now active, and the standing is good. So they did whatever they needed to do to repair whatever damage was going on with this Finance Ventures LLC. And then now when people come here, they're going to see that, yeah, that, it was organized, last June, and, they filed and everything in September of last year. And then for whatever, I guess that the annual report, this wasn't here before, but I guess maybe that's what they got in trouble for. They paid their $15 and published an annual report. Now, an annual report from a corporation. Now, notice it's July 15th, 2014. So this was done 3 days ago. So I posted my video before this. They started getting some heat. I contacted the state attorney general, and got the whole ball rolling that way. And they started getting some heat. They got their little lawyer, Dave Corner, or whatever his name is, down in LA, down in Northridge, North Hollywood, to contact me and see if he could try to intimidate me with some legislative bullying, and that didn't work. So he dropped off that, and there's going to be a bar, California State Bar, disciplinary action against him for his involvement in a fraudulent pyramid scheme, and his willful involvement in trying to intimidate people who are trying to get their money back. So he's gonna get an earful from the state bar association as far as that's concerned. Now, again, 1402 Frederica Street, Owensboro, Kentucky, 42301. Okay, that's the address of this company that is, this corporate entity that is behind i2G. Rob W. Flinner is the guy, and this is his tax accountant office, and he's the guy who's filing all the papers. And the current officer is Richard G. Mikey, right? So we all know him as being the guy who's promoted as being the CEO. He's the only officer, and this is goes to show you, how skittish this whole situation. That supposedly this is a multi-million-dollar corporation. It's been around for what, 6, 7, 8 months, and there's one guy who's running everything. And as you'll see later, it's all being run from his kitchen table at his house. I mean, that just goes to show you how much of a scam this is. It's like they have nothing to offer. It's just a bunch of BS about how if you pay them the membership fees, you're going to get all this money from online sportsbook and casino revenues, and it's all just a bunch of BS. all the money, all the compensations, all the payments that are going to people are coming from the theft of people um, paying their money to these individuals, and they're redistributing that, a portion of that, back to people so that it builds this air or veneer of legitimacy. So people get all excited. Hey, I got $30,000, and it's not from online casinos. It's from me signing up 10 people who signed up 10 people each and signed up 10 people on the internet using videos and Facebook. And yeah, what happened if you do the math is you made Richard, Mikey, you and all these guys who are on top, you made them like $600,000, and they gave you 30,000 of that, and it's all stolen money from people who think they're going to make all this money from online gambling, and that's not what goes on. All the money is from taking somebody else's money and then redistributing that money. And because thousands of people are doing that, and then when they find out that there's no money coming in from the online casinos, that the only way I could get my $5,000 back is to go and steal it from other people and get them to sign up. And then once I get 10 people, I get my $5,000 back if they sign up for 5,000. And then Rick Mikey gets 45,000. He gives you 5,000. Okay, I made my money back. Woo, cool. And that's what. And then 10 people who are stuck in the same position you were, and that's the evil and the greed of what people are doing, and that's what i2G is all about, and you need to wake up to it. And so anyways, it just makes me angry that people, that's how they just want to stick other people, with the burden, rather than going to the police, rather than going to the IRS, rather than going to the state attorney general and getting your money back legitimately because you got scammed, because you got frauded out of your money. Okay, you go and like, oh, how can I stick 10 other people with this rather and get it off of me? And Rick Mikey is just sitting back saying thanks. Yeah, get that, and then let them do the same thing, and that money keeps flowing up to me. And people are such idiots. So anyway, so they finally posted their annual report, and everybody's screaming up and down, right? When are you going to have any kind of financial data with all these online casinos and everything and whatever, right? It's like, where's all this money that's supposed to be coming, and where's the accounting for your big multi-million-dollar corporation? I mean, their technology is crap, and they have all these millions of dollars, and then their accounting is non-existent, and and that this is a multi-million-dollar company that's sprung up overnight in the last couple of months because it's a straight up scam, and people are too stupid to slow down and not recruit and figure out what's actually going on, and they're so anxious to make back their money and putting out these scam reviews about, oh yeah, it's not a scam, it's this whole legitimate company. I'll tell you anything. I'm just trying to get my $5,000 back by stealing from other people. That's what all the it's a legitimate company videos and everything is all about. It's about people trying to get their money back by stealing it from you. So anyways, here's their annual report. Hey, get ready to look at all these big finances, right? Here we go. So they paid their $15. They're a Wyoming-based company, so it's a foreign company in Kentucky. And they paid their $15, right? And this happened 3 days ago. So now they're good. They're all legitimate now, right? Right. And here's Rob Flinner, right? Again with his tax accountant office in Earlsboro, Kentucky, being the main guy. And here's Rick Mikey, and here's his address. And this is just his own personal house. It's 3741 Briarcliff Trace, Owensboro, Kentucky. 42303 zip code. Okay, and that's where you go to pay Rick Mikey a visit. And and the signatures and whatever. And you ready for the financial statements, right? Oops. There's the end of the annual report. Oh well. I don't know. I'm gonna keep on investing my money and telling everybody to invest their money in this. Looks mighty legitimate to me. As soon as I post that they don't have a corporate entity that's when they go out and go get one. After 10 months of taking people's money, and everybody who's telling you to sign up for this, they even haven't done the research to even find out that the company they're telling you to sign up for and give $5,000 or $600 to or whatever isn't even a real company. It wasn't even a real company until 3 days ago. Yeah, it was filed back in September, but they had a status of inactive or dissolving and bad. Then, they're a multi-million-dollar corporation making all this money from online casinos, and they didn't have the $15 to pay to get that squared away, right? They just needed to wait for what, the $15 to come in from all the like the 5 cents or whatever commissions they're getting, from the online casinos, for 3 or 4 or 6 months, so they could pay the $15 3 days ago. And they always got a little story. I mean, Richard Anzalone, you tell him anything. You find, a bloody diaper in the trunk of his car. It's like, oh, well, it's got a little story. oh, yeah, yeah, there's nothing suspicious. It's like, gloves with blood all over it, his fingerprints all over a gun, somebody's head, in the passenger seat. It's like, oh, I got a story for that. Oh, no, it's totally legit. There's nothing suspicious, and then just come on, the guy's a con artist. That's what he is. There's always a little story. There's always a little explanation. Stop listening to the guy's stories and stop listening to the guy's explanations. He's a con artist. He'll tell you anything. He's a professional. Okay, that's how he makes his money. So, anyways, there's your annual report that everybody's been looking for. This is a straight up scam. You need to sue people. You need to get your money back if you're still within the 30 days. And you need to get law enforcement involved, and you need to get your credit card company involved and file a dispute and get a bank fraud investigation going. Because that's all these guys are doing. They're creating phony, dummy corporations in the background. There's the other one that I showed in my previous video is Tech Entertainment LLC. And that's where they're stashing all this money away, and they got other corporations behind that they transfer the money to, and they keep on dividing it up and putting it into different shells, and most likely they're going to take it and put it offshore, and there's no way that they're reporting all of this to the IRS because they can't. They're either lying about it because they can't say that their income is coming from an illegal pyramid scheme, or they're just not reporting it at all. So I'm going to post a link to the ripoff report that I did on these guys, so you can get some more detail on the other phony corporations that they have behind this one. And here's my post, and it's at